Hi guys! Welcome back to another science-related video. I am Mary J. Valencia, a grade 12 student from STI College, Caloocan. And today is experiment time! Today, I am going to teach you how to make a gooey, sticky, and a weird thing that is called Oobleck. Did you know what Oobleck is? It is an awesome kind of gooey that is fun to play with, but also gives you a new knowledge. It is based on a book written and illustrated by Dr.Seus, Bartholomew and Oobleck in 1949. It is a story that follows the adventure of a young boy named Bartholomew Covens who must rescue his kingdom from a sticky green substance called Oobleck. This substance that we are going to make today is surprisingly has the characteristic of both solid and liquid without needing to change its temperature. But first, we are going to know what is the difference between solid and liquid. As we all know, solid has a definite size and shape. If you touch it, it moves, or if you pour it to another container, it will stay to its shape as before. But liquid has no definite size or shape. Its particles are free to move over each other, like water. If you move it from one kind of container into another, it changes its shape to fit into the new container. But Oobleck can act like both solid and liquid. But how? Let's find out! Here are the materials that we needed. A big bowl, a spoon, one cup of cornstarch, 1/2 cup of water, and if you want to make your Oobleck become colorful, you can add a food coloring. Let's make our Oobleck. Prepare your big bowl and pour the 1 cup of cornstarch in it. Prepare your 1 cup of water, and if you want your Oobleck to be in certain color, you can add a few drops of food coloring. Keep stirring until it started to thicken and it is hard to dislodge. And for the best part, play with your Oobleck. As what you've observed, if you move the bowl containing the Oobleck, it moves like a water. And if you try to pour it into another container, it changes its shape to fit into the new container like the characteristic of liquid. And now, grab some Oobleck into your hands and squeeze it really hard. You know, it starts to feel like a solid and creates its shape. And slowly open your hands and release the Oobleck. Once you release the goop, it oozes between your fingers like a liquid again. The Oobleck mixture isn't your typical liquid or solid. The cornstarch and water mixture creates a fluid that acts more like quicksand than water. What happens when we hit an Oobleck? A quick tap on the surface of a Oobleck will make it feel hard because it forces the cornstarch particles together. But if you dip your hand slowly into the mixture, your finger slides in as easy as through water. Moving slowly gives the cornstarch particle time to move out in the way. What happens when we drop an object into the surface of an Oobleck? Before we try to drop an object in our Oobleck, let's try it first in water and see what will happen. As you can see, the object that we drop in the water sinks immediately. Now, try to drop an object in our Oobleck and see how it goes. In the second situation, where we drop an object in the Oobleck, the sinking process or the time the object sinks is slower in Oobleck compared in water. Because Oobleck is the tiny particles of cornstarch distributed in water. Cornstarch is a chain of sugar molecule, a polymer called amylopectin. It is a kind of mixture with tiny particles of one substance mixed in the other, called colloid. While water and other liquid have a certain particles like many familiar fluid. If you drop an object, it immediately sinks. Are you still wondering what kind of matter is an oobleck? Whether it is a solid or liquid? The answer is both. It is both solid and liquid. And if you were thinking that a substance cannot be solid and liquid, that is because Oobleck is classified as a non-Newtonian fluid, meaning it doesn't follow the Newton's law of motion. A non-Newtonian fluid like Oobleck or silly-putty has a different viscosity depending on the force applied to it. I hope you have fun and learn new knowledge in today's experiment. See you in our next experiment time! Thank you for watching!